You're listening to the Alan Alvarez Experience on AM 1130 and OC 882 KPHI.
And don't forget 96.7 FM mga kababayan, sa lahat ng nakikinig sa atin dyan sa FM. Mga kababayan, 96.7. We're also streaming live on PinoyPowerMedia.com and download our app on iTunes. Hanapin nyo lang KPHI, ladies and gentlemen. So, thank you, mga kababayan. Maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are now into our local artist spotlight, ladies and gentlemen. And today, we have a very special guest. He is from New Orleans. New Orleans? New Orleans. New Orleans. New Orleans, Louisiana, ladies and gentlemen. He has the sound of the bayou, they call it, the buffalo, what is it, the blue bayou, the New Orleans style, that old sound that makes you feel like you just want to kick back with that, what do they drink down in Louisiana, down in New Orleans?
Oh, you can have a hurricane,
there you go.
Budweiser, whatever.
Hurricane or Budweiser. There you go, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, he's none other than John, okay, let's say this right, John Cannizzaro.
Very close.
Cannizzaro?
There you go.
Okay, John Cannizzaro, ladies and gentlemen. So he's here to play a few songs for us. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, and live on the Alan Alvarez Experience, let's welcome to the program, Mr. John Cannizzaro.
Salamat po. Thank you so very much for having me this afternoon. It's truly an honor and a pleasure to be here. And it's just an amazing opportunity that I'm very grateful to have. I'd like to maybe start out with some music, if that's okay with you.
Go for it.
It's a song I wrote a couple years back, sitting in my apartment one day. I have a really nice view of the ocean. I was looking at the ocean, and it's really mystifying. Reminds me a lot of the river down in New Orleans, the Mississippi River. You know, it's got that same kind of mystical power to it, you know? Anyway, all of a sudden, the creative juices started flowing, and this is kind of what came out of it. This is called The Lessons We Bear. I'm as far away as any man can be, getting all caught up in another reality, feeling my heart is turning. Surely there's still something there. I'll try again to build something I can share. Don't take much to be built in some kind of way. I've been searching for some answers, but it don't come all that easily to me. Sometimes I wonder, is it easier for anyone else to see? Maybe I'll try again to build something I can share. Don't take much to be built in some kind of way. Oh. There's a road beyond tomorrow. There's a dream alive out there. There's the heart inside ourselves and the lessons we bear. Oh, lessons we bear. Lessons we bear. Lessons we bear.
All right. Very nice, bro. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very laid back. You know, that's what I like about New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans. Actually, when we first moved here, and this is a chapter from the Alan Alvarez experience, we moved to New Orleans. Yeah,
Wow.
that's the first place
Cool.
we
I
lived.
had no idea.
Had lived there and loved it. It was a very nice place, and just too bad about all that happened with Katrina and everything, and you know. But I love it. I love New Orleans, man. The Mardi Gras, the parades.
You know,
Yeah.
I got a little twist on Katrina, actually. You know, it is too bad what happened. But for me personally, you know, I like to focus on whatever positive comes out of, no matter how horrible of a situation may
Sure.
be. You know, anyway, the story I like to bring up with Katrina is the fact that if it wasn't for Katrina, I'd have never made it to Hawaii.
Oh, there you go.
And without being in Hawaii, a year and a half, I guess, so after I moved here, my son Keone was born.
Oh, nice.
And
Congratulations.
without Katrina, there would be no Keone.
Oh,
So,
well, there you go.
you know, that's all you got to say there, right?
Very nice. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on such short notice, John. And I appreciate you coming in here. And tell us about your music, man. It sounds great. What got you into this type of
Well, you
playing?
know, I don't know exactly what got me into it. I just remember being a kid and loving bands like Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin. And about 12 years old, my dad got me my first real guitar. It was a PVT 15 and little Audition 20 amp. And can't believe I can remember that so
That's
well.
great.
But
That's great. You have a great
anyway,
memory.
my mom and dad got me that actually for Christmas. You know, it was a really nice Christmas for me that year, and
Mhm.
picked it up, and I pretty much never put it down after that.
All right.
There was a couple of lulls, you know, there along the way, growing up in New Orleans, figuring out myself, and you know,
Did you have a hard
as we
time
all
doing
do.
that, figuring out yourself?
Well, I'd say probably, don't we all? I think we're all just a work in progress, right?
I know I am.
You know, a lot of us like to think we're behind the wheel, but I mean, let's
Yeah.
face it, you know.
No, Jesus
That's
is
right.
behind the
That's
wheel.
right, brother.
No, so anyway, yeah, I love your style, man. You know, down there in New Orleans, this what's that sound? Is it Dixieland music? Call
Dixieland,
it
yeah.
Dixieland, like when the Saints go marching in and that type of stuff. And man, I love the jazz that's there in New Orleans too. I mean,
Yeah.
so you have a lot of influences on you. What would you say is your biggest influence, having grown up in music down there?
Frankly, the biggest influence on me was the funk side of things. You know, not with that being said, it's
Mhm.
all been a tremendous influence on me, and it's all patterned and molded the directions that I've taken through the years with it all. However, for personal preferences, I'd have to say the funk stuff, you know, like the Meters, Dr. John, the Neville Brothers, the Radiators, the
Oh,
Subdudes, all of that stuff. You know, the funk going into that acoustic rock type of stuff, you
I
know.
love Aaron Neville, man. I
Tab
love Aaron
Benoit, the
Neville.
list goes on
Yeah.
and on, man. It
Oh
really
yeah.
does. I hate to start naming people because if you leave somebody out, you know, you
So
feel bad, but there's just millions of them down
so
there,
do
man.
you speak French?
No, just a little,
You don't
a little
speak French?
food.
No, because they
Well,
speak
I
French.
speak French food and party, like laissez le bon temps rouler. Yeah, I know what that means.
Laissez le, laissez le bon temps rouler.
Le boeuf tournador. Yeah, I know what that is. Those are delicious.
Wow. No, no. You know,
What I really need to learn is, excuse me, what are you doing this evening?
Oh yeah, there you go. No, you know, one of the great things. You know, I'll tell you a story. We were traveling from New York back to Houston. This was when we were getting ready to go back to the Philippines to have my daughter, and we went through New Orleans. And it was late at night, you know, many people around, but we went to this part of the French Quarter that didn't have that many people. I mean, it was kind of quiet. So I was walking around with my wife and my kid, and it was just the three of us then. And man, I felt like somebody was looking at me. Okay, and I looked at my wife and I saw that she kind of felt something too because we're kind of
Mm,
looking at each other. We looked around, bro, and there was nobody there,
mm,
nobody, and that's like one of the most scariest type of feeling we've had.
mm.
And I heard the French Quarter used a lot of
Well, that's
spirits and
for sure, man. I was
voodoo.
gonna say, there's
Yeah,
no way you were alone out there, man.
yeah,
There's just centuries of people in that and spirits in that French
yeah,
Quarter and the Jackson
yeah,
Square. And sounds
yeah.
like evening you were walking, yeah?
Evening,
Evening
evening,
and quiet outside and
quiet,
probably a little bit
warm.
of fog lining
Yeah, yeah. Well, there you
the
go.
grass or
There
something.
you go. Were you there? Must have
I
been
know
you.
the scene, man.
But it was
But it's not necessarily something to be scared of. You know, the spirits could be looking after you too.
oh yeah, yeah. No, no, no. It was just one of those things that, it really felt like somebody was looking at us or staring at us and but anyway, we left. We had some food. We ate. I think we had gumbo that night.
Oh,
Very hot.
là-bas, comme ci, comme ça. See, now the French starts coming
Comme
out.
ci, comme ça. There you go. But yeah, I love New Orleans, man. When I grew, I was 10 when we came there, so it was great to have the Mardi Gras. They're throwing the beads, the doubloons. I remember all that, and we had sacks and sacks of them, and I just loved it.
Yeah,
Just loved
it's a
growing up in
ball,
New
man.
Orleans.
I remember as a kid, those memories you're talking about right there. I mean, it's being 8, 9, 10 years old. Just a little older than my boy is now, and
Yeah,
I can remember those years and those things and the magic and the giganticness of the Mardi Gras.
yeah,
There's big floats coming by and the
like
big bass drums from the marching bands, and man, it's just something.
it's amazing.
They've always said it's the greatest free show on earth, and that's the best way to describe it, man. It's just an unbelievable experience. You
Yeah,
gotta go see the Mardi Gras.
they have different themes, right? So I remember this one, the Zulu parade, and it was just, I mean, it was just so. It was like it was an African theme, and they were all dressed, and it was so lively and powerful, man. It was just great. And then the Bacchus parade,
The Zulu
the
parade
guys,
is a very traditional parade.
yeah,
It's a must see.
it's a must see. You gotta see
if
that
you go
one.
down there,
Yeah,
that's an amazing experience. Yeah.
yeah. All right, man. So what's your plan? Are you planning to stay here and develop your career here? Because that kind of sound, suits well here in Hawaii, man. People laid
Well, I
back,
surely hope so, man. I sure hope y'all gonna enjoy it. Come on out. We're gonna give it a shot, see what happens, and get things off the ground here a little bit. I've been working with Bill Comerford of the Irish pubs there. Let's see, he's got the Irish Rose, O'Toole's, Kelly O'Neill's, and now Anna O'Brien's, formerly Anna Bananas.
Nice.
And I'll be playing on Saturday at Kelly O'Neill's from 5 to 8, doing a bit of a holiday set. If I haven't confirmed him yet, but I talked to him about it. I should have a special guest, this guy Dallas coming out, a really very tasty blues guitar player, and we're gonna do some of that holiday blues for you.
All right. Okay.
So that's gonna be a fun one. Then we got on coming up on Christmas Eve, we have the first annual Jingle Jam going down over at O'Toole's, and there'll be several special guests for that one.
All right.
And that'll be from 9 to 1 on Christmas Eve at O'Toole's in Chinatown on Nuuanu Avenue.
There you go.
Y'all don't want to miss that one. That's going to be a real good holiday evening right there. So if you're free on Christmas Eve, come down and enjoy and bring some of your own holiday cheer to O'Toole's.
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, this is John Cannizzaro, and he has another song prepared for us. So are you ready, John?
Well, Alan, I didn't prepare any of them. They just kind of come off as we do them. And that's what I was just thinking. What am I going to do next?
All right.
So anyway, it's funny. We talked about originally when we were talking, I said, I hate to put myself into just this New Orleans category. But then I've been thinking about that a little bit more after we talked. I said, but that's what I am. And that's what everything that that's made me who I am, and I'm really proud to be that. That's something
All
I
right.
really share in common with
Okay.
Filipino culture. Is I'm very proud of my heritage,
That's
my New
great.
Orleans heritage. And since we're talking so much New Orleans, we're gonna go ahead and play something New Orleans for y'all. This was called Big Chief. Me got fire, can't put it out. Deep fire water gonna make them shy. I'm going down, get my squad. We gon' buy us a great big car. Alright, I'm gonna do everything we could. Me, Big Chief, I'm feeling good. Me, Big Chief, I got my tribe. Got my squad right by my side. My flag boy, well, it just went by. All right, y'all. Set my spy ball full of fire. Well, now my whole gang's having fun. Said we gon' dance till the morning come. Fire, love, and burn it down. Fire, love, and burn it down. Fire, love, and burn it down. Yeah, you right. Fire, love, and burn it down. Fire, love, and burn it down. Fire, love, and burn it down. Fire. Big Chief, y'all.
All right. Wow. Man, that's energy. That's energetic, bro. I got me going in the studio. And I think the crowd loved it too. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, son.
All right. So are you available for party? What do you do? What
Absolutely,
kind of so tell people how they can reach you.
We've got a lot going
John.
on. Coming up here in February 12th, it's coming up a little bit early this year. We have the Mardi Gras celebration down in Chinatown.
All right.
Which falls on the same day as Mardi Gras Day back in New Orleans. So,
all right. It's February?
That's February 12th on New Orleans Avenue, and that is a fantastic party. If you've ever been before, you know that words just cannot do it justice. You got to go down there. New Orleans Avenue is transformed into Bourbon Street for the night, and it is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
We have parades, floats, samba batucadas. Yours truly headlining the festival with a 9-piece big band orchestra.
Okay.
Fantastic, man. We do it right. We got the horn section, the drum section. We got it all going on up there, man.
All right.
So it's just a blast. Then also, we're available in any configuration between 4 and 10 pieces for the Mardi Gras season, which kicks off in the beginning of February. And we're available for the early part of February, starting to book up for the Mardi Gras weekend. So if y'all are interested in having a Mardi Gras party, you can check out my Facebook page at facebook.com, John Cannizzaro Music. / John Cannizzaro Music.
Could you spell Cannizzaro out for the folks? They might not know how to spell that.
Yes, I can. That's CANNNI zebra ARO.
All right.
Cannizzaro. 2 N's and 2 Z's.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So anything else you want to say, John?
John Cannizzaro Music. I would like to once again thank you so much for having me out here, and all of you listeners for tuning in today and listening to this amazing event here, the Alan Alvarez experience. Wow, man, I heard of the Jimi Hendrix experience, but now I've had the Alan Alvarez experience. And
there you go.
Man, I tell you what, I'm grinning way bigger walking out of here than I was coming in. So thank you so much for that, y'all.
You know what, John? I just want to say, on behalf of KPHI, Pinoy Power Radio, the owners, the management, staff, partners, the studio managers, everybody here, man, we want to say thank you, man. And maraming salamat sa iyo. God bless you, man. We wish you all the success. Thank you for sharing your wonderful talent with us today. And we wish you nothing but the best. And hopefully you get big, but not too big where you forget about us in the small station, John. And at least, at the very least, give me a copy of your new album when it comes out. How's that?
You got it, man. You got it. And man, may all of those blessings come back to you all tenfold.
No, maraming salamat sa iyo, pare. Okay, that was John Cannizzaro, ladies and gentlemen. Played for us wonderful New Orleans style music, and hopefully you can catch him at the upcoming Mardi Gras. And how about when it gets closer, maybe you can come back again and give us a little more of your music, and then invite them to see you at your Mardi Gras performance.
It would be an honor and a pleasure.
All right. Okay. Thank you, John. All right. Ito po si Alan Alvarez. Nagpapasalamat sa inyo at babalik tayo. Huwag kayong bibitiw. Ito po ang karanasan ni Alan.
Tumdong kayo iti Pinoy Power Programa. Dito'y 96.7 FM, AM 11. 1130, OC882, and PinoyPowerMedia.com.